10 o'clock. Undersheriff Cashman is here to request to advertise and fill 2 dispatcher positions and 1 detention position.
Well, we went over it, yes. What did we come up on that?
So they already had approved 1 dispatcher, and they filled that with Misty Dawn Holyoke. But now they have 2 dispatchers that they suspect will be leaving.
Yes.
So they're asking to go ahead and advertise for that.
Okay.
And then they had previously asked for 3 detention officers. And now 1 more detention officer has given a resignation. So they need to ask for an additional detention officer, making a total of asking for 4. But they already have 3 that was approved to hire.
Have we been getting any applications on those prior approval of 3?
No.
No applications?
Mm-mm.
And
No.
It was in the paper?
It was not in the paper because those were the running ads that they'd kept going on the website, and nobody said. But Wayne, I think,
that's what we're
wants
saying.
to
Hey,
this
we
time
want to
do.
open it
Put
up
it in the
to
paper.
advertising in the
Yeah.
paper and letting people know.
Yeah,
Because we seem to have good luck with that.
Yeah,
I mean, getting responses.
right.
The guy we just hired was not real computer savvy, and as he was working through the computer to get his siege, just basically got frustrated, got up and left, and came back the next morning and put a letter saying that he resigned. So he was here a week, and then he was a security background. I mean, we thought he was going to be a good hire, and turns out that
They
things
didn't
were a
like
little
computers.
frustrating. And there's not a whole lot of computer work in that job. Initially there is, and that's what getting through your sieging, and
Yeah,
but then the only thing you have after that is booking folks in.
yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's, we need to replace Eric. We need to replace the one that left because Eric got moved to fill the deputy slot, and then of course the supervisor
Yeah,
who left without notice.
yeah.
So, how many do we currently have now then?
4.
4.
but actually 3 because 1 is leaving
One is
November
leaving.
3rd. So
Right.
he's done.
Yeah, that'll be coming around the corner.
Yeah.
Right. So we want to get ahead
Yeah,
of
we
this.
better if we're gonna keep this jail going.
Yep. And
So that's-
I've been talking with a few people at the mill and trying to coax them to come in and down, and some of them say yeah, and then, but a lot of them are saying wages are too low.
Yeah.
And I know, that's,
Next week.
most of them, that's gonna be a $5 cut, you
Right.
know,
Yeah, we'll be in front of you next week on an action item regarding
Because you guys have almost a full jail, so they are bringing in revenue.
yeah,
So
that's,
it's kind of a shame to not have
Yeah,
a jail
it
when we
would.
finally have revenue coming in.
Right.
yeah, it's,
So, yeah, so like you're saying there about the wages, they might have to
bump it up a little bit.
see if they're, now if they're making revenue, if they can throw a little bit of it towards the guys that are
Yeah.
making it run.
Yeah, so that's our action item today, is that we ask permission to advertise to fill these vacancies or potential vacancies. At least get a hiring pool.
I make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we approve their request of advertising for
Aye.
help.
I second it, and hopefully we get some responses and we can. All right, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Anything else going on, Mr. Cashman?
No, we're, we just have a lot of weird stuff. One of our employees who lost a brother who used to be one of our employees. So she's out for breathing. And we have another one that's ill from other things.
How are things on the street? What's been going on?
Good,
for the
things are good.
patrol? Yeah.
We're focusing in on the frequent flyers and making sure that
They don't fly so frequently?
They feel the heat So maybe they'll find a more loose environment to play their game somewhere else.
So, for a while there was an uptick in people losing their chainsaws and stuff like that. That's kind of settled down.
Yeah, yes. But then again, with the weather, there's not a whole lot going on right now. But the one of the main players in that one has moved
Oh, good.
to Missoula.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure they're feeling the impact of that.
Could I get one clarification? So if you don't lose the 2 dispatchers that you think you're going to lose, you're not still going to go ahead and fill?
No, we're not going to hire.
Okay, I just want to make sure that.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
we're not going to hire.
Thank you.
Yeah, just keep it.
Still advertise,
Get as many
though, and keep
applicants as we
it.
can.
Yeah.
and see how
Exactly,
many
have
we
a
need.
I just want to make sure.
hiring pool.
Yes.
So yes, absolutely no. And we'll come before you if we do lose them. We'll come before you and request to fill those positions.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And the sheriff is texting me. He's taking care of the aftermath of his mother passing.
Yes. Funeral's Friday of next week,
Hmm.
so they can allow for family to come in from Michigan.
So that'd be the 29th.
Yes.
That's our Forest Service Day up on Lookout.
No, it's on Thursday.
Oh, is it really on Thursday? Oh. Yeah, you were jacking me around on that before.
Oh, it's my dog's fault. Damn it.
Yeah. He's looking at a calendar from 2020.
Oh, yeah, but
The other day I was talking to Don on the phone,
A
and
moment ago. No, it isn't.
my border collie, he's always into something and causing problems, and he comes dragging this calendar out, like, I'm going to tear this all to hell. And I grabbed it away from him, threw it on my counter,
Yeah, well,
and we started talking about that. I said, oh, why are we meeting on Thursday instead of Friday? He goes, it is on Friday. I said, no, it's not. I'm looking at it. Oh, it's 2020. Border collie was happy.
There you go.
all right. Well, we'll end this official meeting and meet again at 11:30 for public comment.
No, don't we have the...
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yep.
10:15 approval of 2021 budget amendment. All right, ready. All right. And we are here for a 10:15 approval of 2021 budget amendments and fund transfer. And Jessica drew up the resolution. Now, is this related to our
It's for last
loss
year's.
of revenue?
No,
Oh.
nothing to do with that. We do this every year. This is just for last year's budget. So at the end,
Oh, when you have to make those transfers.
we have to do all the amendments for all the grants that we got mid-year.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody overspent their fund, their budgeted expenditures, like the sheriff's office.
We crawl to the table here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was unaware. Right?
So,
Do you have? I just got here. Do you have a copy?
yeah. Oh, I don't.
I did not bring extra copies.
Oh, that's okay.
But I'm looking at like.
You
our
have one for
detention.
Dwayne?
I just gave them one. I knew there were just 2 commissioners, and I just figured they'd share. But I'm happy
Which
to
one
go.
do you want to look at? Which one? Or this?
Whichever one you're gonna ask me a question about. I might just remember.
Oh, I was just saying that
I'm happy to go make a
Got
copy.
3
Do you
of
want
the-
your copy?
sheriff, the detention center. Obviously, last year that was just getting up and running. 13,392 got put in, transferred in.
What is it? No, that's the budget amendment one. So that has nothing to do with transfers.
Oh, okay.
So, can I
Which one
see
was-
which one we're looking at?
That was the one I was.
Oh, this one is transfers, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just wait until we all have a copy,
All right.
because it would make a lot more sense.
Is she doing that, or she needs to
I think she went to make a copy.
make a copy from?
She whispered that, and I said, oh. She went up to the...
Yeah, it'll be better.
My cheater's out.
Did you figure out your grants? I never heard back from you.
I'm working on
I'm
them.
gonna go get my
Yes.
eyes looked
Okay.
at. I
Now there's another
went in
website
and
you
took
have to go
a
to.
DOT physical.
So you have to manipulate
And
2
pass
websites
it.
to get the
Uh-huh.
cops grant
But-
payment.
My left eye is
The
pretty
Just
bad
Grants
compared to
website
my right eye.
and the ASAP.
And I've known that, and I had
For both
So,
far and near and everything.
Passwords
Yeah.
came in.
I've had,
I'll have that done today.
Oh, good.
had
And then what was
three
the
or
other
four
one?
pairs of glasses. in
Stone
my
Garden?
life.
Stone Garden.
Is the
I
17,000?
had two
Right.
brand new pair last year.
And I talked
and
to the guy
I bought
there,
them
and
at
he's
that
looking
cheap
into it.
eyewear place there on Reserve, that new one.
Mm.
Snapped the carrying case on one and cracked both lenses on one pair from, and scratched the other pair up so bad. So I need to go get some new ones, I guess.
Like all this dirt.
Yeah, black's a tough color to wear.
Yeah, especially when you stop by your job site on the way to work. And you're like, have to bend over and look at stuff. I'm like, oh no.
Every time the FedEx or like you pick up a box and you're
Yes.
carrying.
Yeah.
And that golden retriever doesn't have anything to do with it, does she?
Yeah.
Ain't they terrible?
Yeah. He's
I
pretty
swear.
good. He doesn't jump up.
But the hair.
Oh, the
God,
hair.
yeah.
It's
That's-
so crazy.
Yeah, ours doesn't
And he's
jump
so
either, but-
dirty too. Like with that long hair, I've never had a long hair dog before. Just they get so dirty.
I just gave ours a bath the other night. Donna
Yeah.
was wanting me to bring her down. I said, I can do that.
Yeah.
We crawled in the shower. My God, she ran mud for 10 minutes.
That thing hold a lot of mud.
Yeah, and
Yes.
she looked clean,
Yeah.
She was sure happy to have a bath. though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then do you brush? I'm not very good
Oh,
at.
Donna does. Donna
Oh, does
yeah.
she? See, I'm not very good at brushing curries. So he has like all these like
Mats,
mats.
yeah.
Like behind his ears, and I'm like, oh.
She's got a little brush that I don't know where she got a pet shop there. And Common doesn't
And it
like
just-
it very well, but if you do it right after she gets out of the bath, it ain't too
Mm-hmm.
bad because it's kind of loosened up and
Nice.
it doesn't pull as hard.
Yeah.
I did actually have yours, and I couldn't remember
Dawn, thank you.
2 of those.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could have gotten you that earlier.
My name's not on.
Well, I know.
So let's look at the. Let's look at the. Did you add the signatures to it?
I did. Roman has the signature
Yeah.
pages.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to do a separate sheet.
Yep.
Okay. So, you guys want to look at the budget amendment first or the transfers?
Mm-hmm.
Either one.
Makes no
Okay.
difference.
We'll look at the transfers first.
Okay.
So, these are just all the transfers that happened between funds for fiscal year 21. So you can just take a look. Remember the BPA, we closed out that fund. So that's money that, we wouldn't have next year.
Uh-huh. So that BPA is closed out now at 95,000.
Yeah, that was the balance in it, and we gave it to public safety so they could have enough money for their budget. But that won't be there next year. We gave also all of those other transfers from PILT.
Mm-hmm. And then that noxious weed for fish and pneumonia, that came from, was that the state fishing game?
So no, Dave has some. I don't really. It's a grant. I don't even know what it's for, but it's for the fish and Nemo.
Nemoti Creek?
Nemoti. Oh yeah. Okay, you guys know. Yeah, and so it required a match,
Oh, okay.
and so he paid for that match out of his noxious weed fund,
All right.
and the 8,013 was the match.
Gotcha.
Same with the forestry assistant grant. It required a match.
$900.
Yep. And then the 3 at the bottom was the CARES Act COVID money. And that was the money that went into those funds, remember? And then you guys approved to create a capital projects fund.
Right.
So you can see all 3 of the last 3 line items being
Okay.
transferred to create that
So
fund.
those are incoming transfers from,
Yeah, this has nothing. This doesn't change the budget or anything. This just
shows.
was just transfers between one fund and another.
Okay.
So now, if we look at the budget amendments, you'll see most of them are grants, right? Like they got.
They're almost all the health department,
It's almost all health department.
except for that
The SUD grant,
Milwaukee Road and Hagen.
which is also a grant. MCH, WIC, Headwater, the CARES Act grant for health. It wasn't part of the big one that we got. It was a special one just for the health department. Communicable disease. You can see. So here we actually had to do a budget amendment. So the first column right here is the expenditure side. And then the next column is revenue, right? So, like, if we look at the very first one, the SUDS grant, we have all the expenditures, but we have offsetting revenue, coming in from the grant. So it's, no additional, like, reserve cash. And so if we go back to that Sheriff's Capital Projects Fund on the second page, you'll see... You'll see the capital project. So it's revenue. It came in. It was new revenue. So it wasn't using cash reserves. Oh, this one's kind of odd. You might notice. The third one from the bottom, the scholarship fund.
Yeah.
So that there's a new GASB requirement. So we have to look at all of our trust and agency funds, all of those. There's 7,000 funds, and you guys really, it's where we just collect money from other people and like send it to the state or send it to the towns or whatever. But we have to reclass those now, and they have to become special revenue funds if the county has any authority over them. And so this is, Gaylord Green
Scholarship.
gives us money, right? But because the treasurer is the one who determines who gets the grants, every year you apply to the treasurer's office and they decide and give the grant. So because she has that authority, it now becomes a special revenue fund. So we had to create a budget for it, because it wasn't previously budgeted, because it was a 7,000 fund. I think that's it.
What about at the bottom, the equitable sharing program?
Yeah, so they simply spent more than what was budgeted. And to offset that, they actually did get more revenue in.
Who's they?
It's a sheriff's office.
Oh. 'Cause I don't see that affiliation on the. It just says equitable sharing program.
That's the name of that's the name of the grant. Just like how we have immunization.
Right, but how's that? I didn't know that was associated with the sheriff's office. Is that,
It is.
Which
It's
grant
where
is that?
It's not a grant.
It's not a grant.
Oh.
It's if we seize money on
that one,
interstate-
the drug, kind of the drug forfeiture.
Yes.
Or cash.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they get a
That
certain
equitable
percentage.
sharing.
Yep, and so it's
Okay.
You know, if
That
the
name-
task force is doing something and they start in this county, we get a portion of
Right.
whatever they're.
The title equitable didn't trigger the drug
Right.
forfeiture equitable sharing program. Okay. Okay, so thanks for explaining all that.
absolutely.
It looks like everything is still lining itself out, and I thought we were going to be talking about how are we going to deal with the IFG.
No, this
Revenue
is
loss.
just all from last year's budget.
Okay. And that one, speaking of that topic, we're just going to try to deal with that as it comes when the money.
Is that what you guys decided?
Yeah,
You're not going to go back and revise their budgets?
because he said it wouldn't do much.
No. What I said is there's no reason to recertify and like redo the tax bills because we're not going to collect any more money. But I did tell you all of the funds and which ones are losing money. And I did suggest you may want to go back and cut their budget, so by that amount. So you guys need to decide
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Fun.
Yep.
Okay. So. The first one here is a resolution number 10/22/21A as an atom. Whereas the following was not formally adopted as part of the fiscal year 21 budget for Mineral County, and whereas the revenue supporting the said budget expenditures is not from tax monies to be levied in Mineral County, but rather received from other sources as mentioned. Whereas for purposes of total disclosure, these expenditures should be included in the formal fiscal year 2021 operating budget and fiscal year 2021 revenue estimates for Mineral County, Montana. And it does. It lists the health department grants and the Milwaukee Hagen cleanup grant from the state and Headwaters, and CARES, etc. to be viewed upon your leisure. I guess I will move we adopt this resolution.
I would second that motion.
Any further questions or discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the other one is the approval of the Mineral County transfers from certain budgets, the BPA impact budget that was sitting there idle for many years. We've closed that out. PILT, CDBG planning grant, etc. And the total amount of the transfers was $846,162.07. So I move that we adopt the budget transfers.
I would second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 And Dawn just put budget transfers fiscal year 2021.
Budget transfers, okay? I left out the word budget. Okay.
Or not budget,
Oh.
actual transfers, but add fiscal year 2021.
Yes, I do have that. Thank you.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna.
Thanks for coming down.
Yes, I'm gonna be upstairs.
So
So
I just saw it on the agenda, I wasn't clear, so thank you.
yeah. So if you need, I'll be upstairs today. All right.
Okay. And not that that was your fault, I just,
Oh,
it's
sure.
mumbo
I
jumbo.
took it as my.
No, don't do that. When you talk about that stuff, it's like, whoa, it could mean anything.
Yes, I think.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Till 11:30.